Judge. Just very quickly, the county did apply several times for grant funding. The reason that it did not receive grant funding was not that it was not a historic courthouse. It was not selected because it didn't score competitively. All of the applications are scored on 21 different criteria, and Karnes County, in fact, applied, did not receive it because the score was lower than other counties. As I mentioned, through 6 application cycles, Karnes County has worked to improve its application. The application score has risen dramatically, in part because you are planning to restore this building. And that application was submitted to us with a resolution of support from the commissioners on more than one occasion. And that is why the project was then selected and has been funded. But it didn't have to do with its designation as a historic building.
I had heard that was the case.
I just want to clarify.
Okay, are we done with number 23?
No, I'm not done.
Oh, you're not done.
I'm not done.
You're good to talk.
To what Mrs. Hall said right there, that she had asked all the commissioners if they had looked over the plans. I looked over the plans. That's why I was able to tell them that what they had charged us X amount per square foot. And I told them what was the ending materials they were going to use on the outside of the building. They couldn't tell me. I wasn't real happy with them. And then you said something about that we all voted on the building. You know, I voted to begin when we began. We began the scope of work. When I seen what the building was going to come out, I voted against it. I told them we could build a conventional building for maybe $1 million to $2 million. I'm just correcting that. That's not correct. Exactly what you said.
Now we're going to
Now I'm through.
Thank you, James, very much for clarifying that. We appreciate that. And that's what we don't, we need the clarification. And that's what you guys are really good at helping me. And I thank you for that. We have an issue, though, and this is my issue, and I just did it. I guess we're all going to have to dig me out of this, but I just tried, no wonder the one was smiling so big, but I tried to shove the bid back in the envelope, and it wouldn't go because there was another paper in there. And this is on that air conditioning grant. What do we need to do?
Another bid?
The second half. It was the bid was not in full. That's why I asked, I guess, if it was in the air. They're going to negotiate anyway, so it doesn't matter. There's a second half, though.
So what does the second half say?
Just read it, but you want to change the motions.
Okay. Well, let me put my glasses on and read it. Changing two 7.5-ton units on Karnes County Auditor and Agriculture Building with two 7.5-ton train heat pump split systems on new concrete pad. Systems will be installed on existing ductwork. Two train 7.5-ton split system outdoor units, two train 7.10 split system indoor units, two train 7.5-ton 20 kilowatt heaters, two train non-fully wound thermostat. Now this is what would change things a little bit. Y'all know that we're big money people here. $22,997.46.
So that would be $40,000?
Plus
42?
Plus right there, see it? That still meet the scope of the grant.
Your motion's already been made to negotiate with them anyway, so
Supposed to negotiate.
that was just clarification of the bid.
No problem.
About 32,000 total.
No, sir.
10-ton units for 10,000. No,
No.
18,000. 18,000. I'm sorry.
Okay, so let's see where we're at now. It's to discuss, approve, disapprove reinstating fees for application for Permit County Road right-of-way use. Arthur Tracy Schindler.
We need to discuss a fee that we need to be charging these people, the oil companies, permits to go onto these roads. We're just sitting down there taking paper in and not charging them nothing. And we've already did 10 of them. If it's $500 minimum fee, that's $5,000 we could use on something. And I think that we need to get something discussed and you work out a policy for us.
Well, initially, I think the permits were $500 each,
Yes.
whether or not they cut the road or what underneath it. Then there's a commissioner's a county attorney general's opinion was issued, and it said that if you read it, it said this: you can't charge if they go under and bore under the road. You can only charge if they cut the road, and the cash said in terms of it would weaken the roadway and would cause, it would require more maintenance on that particular cut. But that's all it said. Now, I checked with, and that's when County clerk at the time said we can't do that, and it was just sort of withdrawn. Now, the Wilson County, I believe, B County, and I don't remember, I talked to most of the county attorneys in the surrounding counties, and a lot of them said, hey, that's just an attorney general's opinion. Well, that's true, but it has some legal effect, and if it come back and bites us, so be it. But I think I honestly think we can go ahead and do that, because Wilson County, Karnes County.
Do it, they could also.
Right, I don't remember all of them, but everyone we talked to said they just ignored it. And I'm not sure that's the proper way to do it, but nevertheless, an attorney general's opinion carries weight. Doesn't carry as much weight as an opinion from the Court of Civil Appeals or the Supreme Court, but it does carry some weight. And so if you want to go ahead and do that, the caveat would be that you may have to come back and cough it up. I think you all probably agree with that.
I agree.
And so it's hell if you do it, hell if you
So what
don't.
are we even writing them a permit for if it's not even worth the paper it's written on? Why can't we charge them for it? Well, we give them permission, well, they can go do it by themselves if they want to. Why they gotta come up here and ask us, you know?
Basically, I didn't say that's what you should do. I said that's what the opinion says, basically. You can charge for cutting the road.
Well, I think we ought to take a chance. Let's take the money and then
Run like
worry
it.
about them coming back on us. We have to cough it up, we just cough it back up.
Bob, could you call that administrative fees or filing fees or something? Not actually damage to the road, just administrative fees?
It
Can't get
wasn't.
around it like that?
All we have is a permit fee. And it's not the damage to the road or anything else. The Attorney General's opinion couched it in those terms.
I think
We
it's
had nothing to do
deceptive. If we try to say administrative fee, I think that's a deceptive, I really do, I don't want to be
You
this.
can't hide the damage.
Yeah, that's right, let's not hide it, let's be honest.
That's where we are. I've read the thing several times. I got a copy or more than one copy in my office. Be happy to let you see
It's in
it.
their packages.
On their donation?
Anyway, that's where it stands. What should you do? Well,
So we can do it, and then if
You
it comes
can
back
do
to
it.
bite us, we gotta give them their money back.
yes,
All right.
with interest. Well, if you have interest, if you have a,
What if
you
we have
have
a no interest bearing account?
Well, there's some other counties that are way different for things that they ask for.
what you'd have is all the cities that took
Yeah.
down payment or it has to be $300 a year.
Yeah.
When you give that back, you have time to interest, unless that law has changed.
I understand.
It's just back and
Could
forth.
you have contracts with the oil companies that they could have
You
the
can, but
road
it's
back?
not gonna be
like
much.
they found
If this thing gets up to the Supreme Court or to the Court of Appeals, and the Court of Appeals says, hey, this opinion is correct, it's just SOL. You start paying back, that's it. And trying to guess
So
or
the
outguess.
contract wouldn't make a difference.
Really?
Yeah.
Anyway, that's where we are.
We just want a flat rate. Yeah, that's good.
Well,
A
that's
lot of
what-
people charge different footage and what have you,
Yeah,
then you
well-
gotta go out and measure it from, well, they bring you maps and everything.
Well, but the point is that, you go ahead and do it if you want to, but you have the, ultimately, you could have to pay it back with interest. Will it happen? Most of the oil companies here are nice, pretty nice people that have helped Jeff quite a bit.
One of them brought in the fee without us even charging.
That's a gift.
They were used to it.
I guess you could
They
ask,
another county.
ask that they make a gift to the county. We'll give them a receipt, and they take it off in tax. They can take it off anyway, if it's a business expense. I don't know if I answered your question, or not, but that's,
I'd like to make the motion to reinstate the fees and application of permits to county roads and right-of-ways use
I'll second that motion.
And the fee of $500.
and the fee of $500.
all
You
of
still
them.
second that?
Cutting or,
Cutting or
We're done.
boarding.
Still on the same page here? Okay. All in favor? Any opposed? So be it, motion carried. The next item on the agenda is going to be discuss the structural integrity and renovation of the courthouse and discuss fiscal responsibility of Commissioner's Court. That's going to be Arthur, it's going to be Bert Utley. There's a little bit of temperature inconsistency in here. It's cold again, Jim.
Your Honor, is there any way, these guys have been sitting a long time, did y'all possibly take a 5 or 10 minute?
I think that, well, you know what?
Let's get it over.
Oh, you need to Bert.
We gotta take a plane. Make it as fast
Excuse
as
me,
possible.
please, let's stay as orderly as possible. But what we do need to do, I need to recess for just a minute. I have got to go to the bathroom. I'm sorry.
That's why I said.
I apologize.